This is kind of crazy. No one will ever tell you, stop it. Stop being glamorous. Stop it at all. Um, Actually, Dr. Hawkins in this book called Letting Go was actually life changing. I'm actually reading it right now on Audible. Says how to relinquish glamour. Glamour is actually part of the desire chapter. And what desire is like this thing where you always want it, but you're never getting it. It is unsatiable. It's like once you reach something, it's not good enough. You got to keep on going. In fact, that's actually a low vibration. And what that means by low vibration, it means that because you're never achieving, you're never there, you always will feel a little bit incomplete, like there's a gap. So to relinquish glamour or relinquish desire is actually to relinquish glamour. And what glamour really is the fantasizing, the extraordinary, the big thing. Like for me, back in the day when I was like, I'm gonna be a top American designer, it was about the red carpet, it was the photographers, it was all that stuff. But even when I got to the very top, it wasn't enough. It was still unsatiable, and I felt like there was something wrong. I'm like, how did I get to the very top, but I still feel incomplete? Like, what is missing? And then I realized that, you know what? I think it's worth letting go for a season of that moment. I actually decided not to go to Fashion Week, like literally just like chill and just kind of like get back to what I really wanted and what I really desired. So you may have to let go of glamour. One thing I love about Dr. Hawkins, who's the author of the book Letting Go, he actually mentioned this really important thing about glamour. First and foremost, especially if you're seeing me on social media, I might look glamorous, really because it's my style, but it's not really because I am trying to blah, 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 whatever it is, or whatever you try to be is glamorous. Like, it's good to always look our best selves and always feel our best selves, but glamour is actually a step above desire, where if you're wanting something so much, it's probably a certain perfection picture in your mind that's kind of stopping you, like, I got to do these things to get there. So for instance, if you are trying to become someone and then they tell you to do all these things to get there, depending on who's telling you, it could be true or not true. Maybe you could just be that person. Like, I decided when I wanted to be a top American designer, I just was like, I'm a top American designer. I'm going to be that person. In fact, Dr. Hawkins says to it's better than just desiring something, which means that you're always wanting something, you're always wanting to get it. He says instead to choose to be that person than desiring to be that person. And the crazy part that he mentioned too is that, desire is like we got to work hard, we got to like make it work, we got to show other people how hard we worked. Whereas, like, for instance, myself, I just was doing what I love, and then I got discovered on LinkedIn as a top American designer. And that's kind of how it happened. Like, I just was actually choosing to be the person I was, and then boom.